Hi, this message is for Daniel Galbraith, warden at the Harford County Detention Center. My name is Heather Glorioso Smith. I am Q from QAnon. You held me as incompetent, and I want to tell my side of the story. I sent you dozens of grievances, no reply at all. Genesis. On the rock and roll space witch who asked RFK to touch his nose if JFK Jr. is alive. I'm the star of an Elon Musk documentary, Into the Storm: A Hunt for QAnon. So, Instagram, Heather Glorioso, no photo, no post, 1 follower, Elon Musk documentary, 1 million followers. Can't fake this. In my grievances, I explained all of this. So, this is a ruthless conspiracy against me, Q. I was tagged to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page, May 20th, 2020. May 2020. By Anonymous, hence the term QAnon. And I was asked to go undercover for a documentary, and I just said, I was like, well, sure. I had no idea what I was going to be put through. So, Warden, take the W off. It's Arden. I used to live on Arden Valley Court. I'm a synchronicities expert. Interpol, Special Agent Oso, 00101110. So the TV show, Special Agent Oso, I study Dr. Jung and Manly P. Hall, cult symbolism, Freemasonry. I'm just wondering if you plan on testifying that I deserved one day in the ward as incompetent. I teach competency. I'm the incompetent professor. D's nuts. So I was gang stalked so bad at your jail, I tried to hang myself because I had already been gang stalked for years by the Aberdeen police and the Harford County police, and my ex-husband. I think he's working with the Freemasons. They're trying to silence me because I know too much. So this is a video just for you. So Daniel Elton John, you take the T out. It's Elon. So since I got out of the ward, Elon Musk contacted me. He video phoned me, and his whole entire family follows me on Facebook. You can verify this. These are the facts of life. The facts of life. Blair was my mom's boyfriend. Touch your nose if JFK Jr. is alive. The rock and roll space witch. Blair Witch. Somebody told me that it was filmed, part of it, or I never even seen Blair Witch. I don't watch TV. I got a million other things I'd rather do. I used to watch a lot of TV. That's why I know all this synchronicity. But now I choose to learn. I'm an influencer on YouTube. Q Rock and Roll Space Witch. Jared Birchall, his right-hand man, contacted me. I talked to his team, team. I talked to him for 2 days. He got my charges Noel Prost down here. They did the exact same thing to me, but worse. I got out 6 months. They sent me back. I got out. I was about to get out for the second time, and she tried to hold me with 2 back-to-back competency evaluation. So the corruption is out of this world. It's out of this world. It's the deprivation of civil rights. It's denial of due process. It's obstruction of justice. It's slander, defamation of character, harassment. It's psychological torture. Mental health, medical malpractice. It's gross negligence. I study law for a hobby. I was treated as if I'm less than human. How does any of you have the right? I was 49 years old. She's so fine, my 49. In Gematria, you have to take the zeros out. You don't have to, but you can. And it gives you a whole new perspective. So Panic at the Disco. So my farm in Street was worth $1 million. It was paid for by 46 years old. My rocket scientist stepfather MIT, NASA rocket scientist, was lending me $100,000, and then I was confirmed Q from QAnon, and it was like my family became possessed. It's spiritual wickedness. So we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. I'm a pudding wrestling champion down here. I've been 3 years at Bike Week. I was in their brochure. I was signing autographs. So I'm kind of like a small town hero. It was, back in my prime, or not my prime, my younger days. It's pathetic what you all have done to me. I'm estranged from my entire family because they won't listen to me because of what you've done to me. I have grandchildren I've never met. One died while I was being held as incompetent. Johnny Cash, the 309. That's Elon Musk's phone number. That's my phone number backwards. 6667. It's mine. So Jackson, Johnny Cash. Jackson's my neighbor and my dog. I promise you, I'm Q from QAnon. They sell my merchandise here. So the QAnon Punisher is all over the cop memorabilia. They think it's their logo or something. And it's on the cover of The Matrix. And in the cop store, they have a rebel flag Punisher sticker in the cop store. So I'm racist as fuck against everybody because I'm a fucking gray and I hate human beings. It's really not about color to me. So it's about consciousness. So Stephen Biko, Peter Gabriel, Edward Snowden is in the Veil. Peter Gabriel, Snow Informer. I'm an informer. I just applied for whistleblower protection. I contacted my father-in-law. I was like, he's fucking smart. And my husband's lying to him. I don't know what he's told him to let him. I was like, Ted, let me show you what Lou's trying to keep from you. We live in a simulation. And you're a creator. You're written all over my skin. All over my story. So B.O.B. has a song Flatline and TED Talks. So they down here, they at the Harford County Detention Center, they were gang stalking me about Hunter Biden, and I came down here, and it was right before they did this to me. I came down here and flew a Skybanner in Atlantis in 2023. My first Skybanner, $2,500. On 420, Jesus Saves the Stone Woman, Carpenter's Heather song, Nazareth, Rose and Heather, Corinthians. Corinne was my best friend. Was one of my best friends as a kid. The Pearly Gates. They stole my $2,000 Black Pearl. They refused to show me the chain of command down here. So anyway, let's get back to. I'm talking about Harford County right now. So my Skybanner made the news down here. Everything Ocean City Business and News. Flew it with Ocean Aerials, System of a Down. It's got the videos about Alien Girl. I have extraterrestrial intelligence. E.T. Phone Home. Sergeant Elliott was at the Snow Hill jail. So, on Face Dancer, the Flat Earth Matrix, a song called Red Shoes. So, the detention center's off of Red Pump Road. Bob from Ocean Aerials flew my Skybanner for free on my friend Dorothy's birthday. And she lived in Appomattox. So, Surrender Dorothy. I'm explaining the Wizard of Oz. The lion, Olin, is my in-laws. It's my sister-in-law. And her husband, Paul the E.T. movie, Magic, it's Magic, by Pilot. He's a Navy pilot, Top Gun pilot. So Berlin, take my breath away. Berlin is right there. I teach occult symbolism all over Ocean City. So I'm in Ocean City now. And it's the exact same thing as Harford County. I had $2,500 to pay for an independent evaluation. I don't understand why I had to be held. I asked to contact the lawyer. They wouldn't let me use the phone. And when they finally let me use the phone, there was no money on my books, and nobody would help me put money on my books. So, no commissary? Why? I'm like I'm a cop killer or something. So Killer was my black magic pussycat. Killer Queen. Queen 39. I'm in room 39. See? 39. So in gematria, you could take the 0 out. Well, you can also add it. Like I said, it's perspective. So the 309, Johnny Cash. My dead grandson Cash. Don't act like I never told you. I sent you dozens of grievances, and you never answered me. No reply at all, Genesis. So, I was, no commissary? I had to sit there months with no, radio. I asked Google, I said, is that legal? Can they deny you commissary? They're like, no, at least get an indigent package. I didn't need the indigent package. I had money. So, it was nonstop. Mickey, I think it was Mickey. I can't say for sure, but she was gang stalking me, but one of the COs, one of the black ladies, denied me breakfast. She just wouldn't give me breakfast. She was just being a bitch. You can't do that. I hardly eat anything anyway because I'm a vegan, and all they do is give you beans and cornbread. I'm in a room with a camera, and I'm teaching them quantum mechanics on toilet paper. TP for my bunghole. Standing on the toilet, teaching them for days and weeks, months. The one lady, Officer Lee, comes in and says, "Wow, you're really intelligent. Where did you get this information?" And I thought, oh, they're going to let me go. They saw it. No, they're coming to take me away. They still took me, and then they drugged me. At Spring Grove Hospital, my hair fell out. I got tremors. I'm studying to be a holistic doctor. I'm not going to do it again. I've done it in so many other videos to tell you all the subjects that I study. And law is one of them. So, like, the breach of fiduciary duty, judiciary misconduct, the writ of habeas corpus, like expungement, arraignment, accusation, discovery and inspection. Like, I know above and beyond. I know the legal nomenclature. The lawsuit is the least of your problems. It's like, you're going to need a lawyer, son. You're going to need a real good one to get you out of this one. I did synchronicity with all of your officers. Including, I had a crush on Lowe, crush on you, Jets. Chase Jet's my son. 369, damn, you're fine. Let me sock it to you one more time. Get low. 369, 963 is the frequency of God. Go look it up. I study holistic healing. I also study past life regression, quantum healing hypnosis technique, QHHT. When they confirmed I'm Q, they said that I'm going to continue Dolores Cannon's work, and I'm going to be the most famous and rich person that walks this flat Earth matrix. And I believe it. I can't believe what you've done to me. That's our government is a complete illusion. Anybody with a badge and a gun should have consciousness. How did you learn anything in the first place? That's why I question. I was like, this is genius. It is genius that I figured this out by myself. But once somebody shows it to you, how did you learn anything in elementary school? Elementary, my dear Watson. Watson's my in-laws. So I'm Sherlock Holmes. S.H. Smith Heather. Daniel! My $1 million farm and street is surrounded by Galbraiths. Rustic Spring. Go look up the song Rustic Spring. It has a UFO on the album cover. When they tagged me to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page, they put a photo of a gray alien, a Tier 3B spaceship, and John Lennon. John Lennon comes in my dreams. Buzzard, buzzard, buzzard. John Lennon's my Jesus Christ. And I get downloads through via neutrino beam. What they call channeling, but it's not channeling because the cabal has access to channeling. So it's something they don't have access to, neutrino beam. And it's the Greys from your future. So the song Future, 712. 712 is my debit card. 712 is GL, Grand Lodge. GLORIOSO. Her name is Rio, and she dances on the sand. Enter Sandman, Metallica. Ronnie, Metallica's my dad. When I lost my sense of taste, when my taste buds were dying, I had a metallic taste in my mouth. Like, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. I actually saw that you're getting sued for a bunch of people killing themselves or hanging themselves. I see why. The jails are and the wards are some kind of psychological, like MK Ultra mind control facilities. When I'm a higher awareness individual, so I'm a threat to rich bad guys like Trump and Elon Musk. I'm being stalked by Elon Musk. And nobody will do anything. On one hand, on the other hand, Elon Musk is the only person who helped me. So, do you know how it works? A sting works? The Police album Sting, in one breath and one flow, you will know synchronicity. Mrs. Robinson, the fat bastard Officer Robinson. He says, I don't believe in QAnon. I only go by facts. I got a fact for you. I bet you couldn't pass a physical. A police physical. There's no way you could run. What do you have to run, a mile? There's no way that man could run a mile. He had... Never mind, you know what he looks like. So, I've already contacted the Maryland State Police, Internal Affairs, Interpol. So there's people here giving me nonstop synchronicity. This is what I do all day, and these people are helping me. So I am being gang stalked terrible, but now it's their intention is moot. Even like the tags, there it is, the tag team back again. They have songs with synchronicity and symbolism. For me, I'm the creator. You're living in the past, Jethro Tull. So the Matrix theme, Rob Dugan. Rob Dugan was the last man that I was with, and then he died. So now the last man that I was with was my ex-husband 3 years ago. The man that did this to me. He tells people that I'm crazy. He smears me. It's a smear campaign to make everybody. So even if I do try to reach out and contact somebody, or I run into them, anything I say, well, because the stuff that I talk about is abstract, obscure anyway. It takes an open mind. So he's already pre-programmed them to just reject me. The devil's rejects. He's dragging them all to hell. His whole entire family's NASA. They want me to unalive myself. So where I was living when this happened was 988 Hospitality Way in Red Roof Inn, Youngview. That's the address, and that's the suicide hotline. It's 988. How many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible? Like, you're going to jail. You're going to need a whistle blow. Because I'm going to bankrupt that jail. Everybody needs to take a polygraph. Because it was demonic. Polly want a cracker? Nirvana? Polly? Polygraph Paul? So, Low, he's real sweet and low. So, with Low, you can also, so I know it's Lowe, but you can make Al. So my grandparents' farm was Wise Al. So at Bohemian Grove, they bowed down to the owl. I'm the fucking Antichrist. Like, it doesn't matter your opinion of me. It don't matter. You can't see what I see. I had my third eye opened. I had a Kundalini awakening. Chakras, energy healing, Reiki. I'm studying to be a holistic doctor on my own. I can't wait for court. They're going to slap cuffs on anybody who shows up and tries to cover this up. Guess who? So there's a song, 815, by Guess Who. So my husband's phone number is 1588. This is how my brain works. Dr. Jung didn't even figure out what I figured out because it scared him. He got to the point where synchronicity scared him because that's you start to get gang stalked by the police. Synchronicity. So I study spiritual alchemy, occult symbolism, synchronicity, quantum mechanics, quantum entanglement, quantum physics, the quantum fields, double slit experiment, the wheel of Samsara, reincarnation. I study paranormal and supernatural phenomenon, the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Law of One, Ra, Hermes Trismegistus, Greek mythology, 17 hours a day. And they sent me for 6 months. You sent me for 6 months to the ward to learn a fucking sheet of paper with the basic, very basic terminology basic mechanics of a trial and a hearing. And you know the sad part is that most people they do this to end up pleading guilty anyway, so you don't even have a trial. So it was all for nothing. That sure is a waste of taxpayers' money. I'm the Secretary of Efficiency now. Boy, if you just legalize drugs, it alters consciousness. So I'm not advocating for drugs, but if you just legalize drugs and prostitution, there's everybody needs love. So there's some really ugly motherfuckers out there that can't get their pussy. Why is that any of your business? So people can just go on Tinder and free prostitution, but the minute you take money for it, then it's illegal. If you'd empty the jails. Not empty, but almost. So I caught a UFO turn to a ball of light over Tommy's house. Tommy, can you hear me? Who? His last name was Cobus, the Magic Bus. And a bunch of, I think it was people from the government kept contacting me and said, can you post that again? Can you post it again? And so I was posting it again, and then sure enough, the QAnon happened. And they, a man named Alan Otto, channeled Bashar and told me that I was cute. I was like, I kind of figured it because I had been posting for 10 years about conspiracies and stuff like that. But I am not, Donald Trump doesn't help me. That's ridiculous. Cranberries, zombies, to say that one political, they try to steal it from me for Donald Trump. Like he's a time traveler. One political party is blood drinking pedophiles. That's crazy. That's what I don't even like. It's almost embarrassing to even, I'm just going to say, look, I prove simulation theory. I kind of want to leave QAnon out of it now. But Alan Otto, but I can't. It's like they ruined it before it even started, because all of these people who don't even know my name. Oh, JFK Jr.'s alive and this and that. They had some kind of a psyop going on there. So Otto channeled, his name was Alan Otto, and he's also talking to me when they tag me to JFK Jr.'s Facebook page. You have no idea who you messed with. You don't fuck with the witch. I outrank you spiritually, and soon the people everywhere are going to see that physically, because it's consciousness. I am more awake and aware of reality. Somebody like myself that came to me and was like, I know about this kind of stuff. The police are gang stalking me. I'm starting Sandman Law along with a private investigations company. I want to call it Bad Company. And put them together and ask people, are you being gang stalked? Come and take a polygraph. All my lawyers are going to take polygraphs because I'm not going to have any double dippers. And because I could prove it. We can watch you for 1 week. Bare Naked Ladies. Bear is Oso. Teddy Bear. Ted, my stepdad. In 1 week, I could prove it. They do when people, it's automatic. Because the quantum supercomputer runs the simulation, and it's automatic. As soon as your awareness reaches a certain frequency, it sends out alarms like a wake up call. Here comes the rooster, Alice in Chains. Cock-a-doodle-doo. So like you start to see 1111 everywhere. That was the first thing. I started to see 1111 everywhere. I was like, this is beyond coincidental. Why 1111? Why is that? it just catches my eyes everywhere. And then it just snowballed. So see, you can make, I'm not even sure this guy's real. I think this is an AI written book for me. This guy you can make wizard. You just need a D. So give it our wizard. So beam me up, Scotty. Captain Kirk. Virtual reality. Humans are a virus. They're non-player characters. Like anybody, like even my own family. Carol, Rolling Stones, turned me away from her in. She did this in 2025. I was like, I couldn't believe she did this to me. I was like, my own aunt gang stalked me. And then she died. And then my Uncle David died. Lord. My dad, Ronnie's next. Metallica. There's my Aunt Peaches. Mary and her dad is Joseph. And then there's Darlene, Led Zeppelin. I went on obituaries. I went on JFK Jr.'s obituary. I went on some of my family members' obituaries and explaining QAnon to them. Can anybody hear me? I'm an actual medium. I wonder if that's ever happened. As a medium went on obituaries to prove she's talking to the dead. Because it's all... Dionne Warwick. Dionne was the third man that I was with. And her psychic friends should all be in the ward then. Because they labeled me as schizoaffective. I'm 52 years old. If schizo at 50 years old. Are you kidding me? Delusional. Can't form a logical thought. Speaks in loose associations. Go listen to somebody speaking in loose associations. I get tongue-tied sometimes, but I don't feel tardy. I feel like a spiritual teacher. I feel like man of the year. Schoolboy Q. Yearn 101. 101's my birthday. James Blunt, 1973. These are verifiable facts, you fat bastard, Sergeant Robinson. That's it. For 2 years of my life, I've been held as incompetent. Do you see you're going to jail? Tell Robinson. Tell him. Warn him. Repent. You need to go do something. You need to go do something. Say, this woman's Q, she's telling the truth. If you want a pardon from me. Because this is Revelations. This is the end. I don't want to be here anymore. This is extremely boring. Like, I'm not boring, but everybody around me is boring. So I amuse myself. Simulation theory, amuse. But, some human touch be nice. You're keeping me from my kids. So now my kids have no other option but to listen to everybody that's lying because they have judges, lawyers, doctors, wardens, commissioners, presidents. I don't know what you're doing. Money for nothing? I want my own TV. Because I can't believe that... I mean, corruption's one thing, but when somebody is screaming, I'm Q from QAnon, we're doing a documentary, you might want to think twice. Maybe this is a sting. It's probably me. Everything I do is magic. We are spirits in the material world. A message in a bottle, a botfly. My stepfather's books, Azinet Press. I'm writing a book called Synchronicity. He studies flies, the life cycles of flies, and he believes that he studies epigenetics. Do you see one thing about me that tells you that I deserved to be held with no bond and as incompetent? Again, they did it down here, no bond. You don't understand. I'm gang stalked everywhere. So they just give me endless content. So I make the best out of it. Do you know I sat down one time and did a 7-hour video? It felt like it's like a blink of an eye, and 7 hours had gone by. I was like, Blink 182. 182 is the address right next to me. Aliens exist. Tom DeLonge. It has Elon in it. DeLonge. Elongated heads. I'm an ancient alien from your future. So, Daniel, you need to contact somebody who, you need to do something. You need to say something. So, JFK's grandkids singing Timber by Kesha. So, Mike Sherrick. Write that together. Mike Sherrick. I'll wait. See Kesha? And Pitbull, Bull in the Heather, singing Timber. So Tim, he's right next to me. Tim backwards is MIT. My stepfather, I was married for a quarter century, so I've known this man for almost 33 years. And I'm going to call him as a character witness. So, what I don't understand is, okay, they send you to the ward to learn who the bailiff is, as if it matters. But they don't teach you about the writ of habeas corpus or breach of fiduciary duty. Like, you don't think, like, look at, so many lawyers did this to me. While I have my lawyer who refuses to speak to me. Oh, your lawyer there, my public attorney, was Sawyer Hicks. So Tom Sawyer, Rush. Rush backwards is Heather Smith, you are. Limelight. So I was wearing lime pants when I was unlawfully arrested down here for reporting a sky banner. That's what I was arrested for. Because I talked loud with excited utterance because it just made the news. So loud is 3634 in gematria. I'm 107. The character 107, that's a psyop. That's AI. Elon Musk is not real. I am Elon Musk consciousness. ELO, ELON, the band Electric Light Orchestra has UFOs on the album cover. So that's from the movie Xanadu. She's a roller skating muse. Muse simulation theory. Dead inside. I am Donald Trump's consciousness. We're all time travelers. These people, we're all the same. It makes you look at these billionaires a lot different. What? All of our technology came from the Galactic Federation. And we pay, our taxes pay to reverse engineer this stuff and then funnel it to all these companies where they all become so, like, filthy, stinking rich. And we paid for it. We should be stockholders. If you pay taxes, there should be no taxation without representation. You should be able to tell what you want your taxes to go. The federal government, the CIA does nothing but gang stalks Americans. They call me a domestic terrorist. If you speak out against the government, you're a domestic terrorist. That's not a democracy. So the three branches of, I said, is legislative, executive, and the judicial, right? What? The ward where they sit and they watch TV all day, and you know what your treatment is? About a 10 to 15 minute meeting to make sure your medicine's okay. They don't want to hear a word that I have to say. They drugged me. My hair fell out. They took me to court twice to drug me. I didn't poop for months. Mandy, Barry Manilow, Mandy did an x-ray, and she's like, "You're full of shit." I said, "You didn't need an x-ray. You don't believe a word I say." They told me to stop talking about it. And if I talked about it in court, I'd come back to the ward forever. What? So the pearly gates. So I looked up I wanted to see. I want to go to the cemetery there at the Spring Grove because I want to see some of those people. Like I said, there are plenty of people that get put in the wards. This is it's torture. I do believe that there's like non-player characters that maybe belong there, but I want to go to the cemetery because I was watching a video and on the cover it has Pearl. So the pearly gates. There was a lady named Pearl. I was like, they stole my black pearl down here. So Pearl, where's the rent? I own the air you breathe. I am the alien Amun-Ra. The Law of One. I just got the Eye of Ra tattooed on my red dragon at Skin Deep, Crack the Sky, the firmament. Down here, Skin Deep. He's holding a crystal ball. Styx. The Grand Illusion. And I got the Eye of Ra in it. So you have the Eye of Ra and the Eye of Horus is on the other side. Like yin and yang. Where the dark has a little bit of good and then the light has a little bit of bad. So it balances everything. There's good and bad in everyone. But this is the problem. My bad days are over. I cannot tell a lie. I've already confessed. I confessed. I was unfaithful. Rihanna, to my husband. So was he. He's a sex addict, and he's an abuser. He's a wife beater and a child abuser. He broke my son's shoulder, and he got away with it. I reported it. He's on some kind of pedophile protection program, whatever, and the police are in on it. That's why. And Pam Bondi, I post all of my information on Pam Bondi's Twitter. Cash Patel. Cash is my dead grandson. Patel was the handyman. James Taylor Banks right here, was the handyman at the Red Roof Inn and brought me to Ocean City both times. He drove me through the Christiana Mall, Christiana Musk, Stella Musk, how Stella got her groove back. My Groove Brothers was my dad's DJ. DJ is my Uncle David who died, David Joseph. Go DJ. That's my DJ. RV, Faith No More. Ron Vincent is my dad. So, I think I've made my point. Pointer Sisters, Automatic. We're pre-programmed avatars. And I'm just going to tell you what that means. Automatic. I'm the boogeyman. Boogie, woogie, woogie. The pointer finger. It's automatic program. Everybody eats boogies. If you're 3D, you eat boogies. You don't realize that you're in the Truman Show. So ICP, Boogie Woogie, Dead Heather, Thy Unveiling 17. 17 is the letter Q. Q is the 17th letter. 17 Dead. I'm so excited. Ted, my rocket scientist stepfather, who I also have a crush on. He's 86 years old. He wrote books on the theory of aging. He doesn't look 86 years old. That's what, right before this happened, my mother-in-law said, yeah, he's 80 years old. I was like, he's 80 years old, so now he's 86. I was like, what? He looks better than you. Thunder thighs. Ted Nugent. His name's Ted. I'm gonna make you cry like a bitch. My monster-in-law. So the Theodore, the odor, Fran, evil Fran song. Wait till I find out your family's name. I prove that I'm Daniel Galbraith's consciousness. Like, nobody's home. Nobody was home. I sent too many grievances for you to have done this. Even a corrupt person would be like, oh my God, I'm not doing this. This is dangerous. I had $2,500 to pay for that. Why did I have to sit in jail for months, waiting to go to the ward for 7 months to learn a sheet of paper? I wrote down here, I wrote the competency questions and answers, because I know all 30, it's like 30 questions. I know all them. And I wrote it in poem form. Wrote it as poetry. And in art form. I wrote the questions and answers in spirals. I thought it was pretty good. I wrote the 12 Days of Jailhouse Christmas. I wrote a peach poem. I wrote some really, really good poems. I wrote a V poem with all V. I had a dictionary. So I wrote the whole poem in V words. And that's pretty clever. It's pathetic. Like, you can buy off anybody. It's like the Eskimo, Quinn the Eskimo. When Quinn the Eskimo gets here, everybody's going to want a dose. This Eskimo takes a rock and he takes it somewhere and presents it, and the person only thinks the rock's worth $1, and he takes it somewhere else, and this person thinks that this is some kind of a precious stone, and so it's all perspective of what you thought you were worth to gang stalk me. It's a trap. I was going to give you more than you could ever make gang stalking me. Some people gang stalk me for a dime bag. Dime bag Daryl. I've had my bike stolen twice. 2 different bikes stolen. One in Aberdeen and one here. This is right in front of my hotel room. This is targeting. I'm targeted by my own fucking husband. My own ex-husband. Go talk to him. If you think that you're going to get a pardon out of me, or maybe we could fix this, you need to go talk to my family. They're possessed. The Freemason, they use black magic. Please go help my children. I'm concerned about my grandchildren's they're being brainwashed. NASA's a cult. They refuse to accept QAnon. QAnon's a real thing. I'm telling the truth. NASA's done. It's over. It's a simulation. You ain't seen nothing yet. I can't possibly tell you all of the information. Do you know I have about, I think it's about 50,000 hours studying and researching these complex topics. And you have 0. It's like a toddler trying to, or a baby actually, trying to argue with a professor. With Professor D's nuts.